Because this is sounding like Mission Impossible.
This mission of yours is gonna cost you.
At the next election.
Yes.
We are in the middle of a housing crisis. If you would think one sector might actually be ahead financially, it would be.
The politicians are getting a pay rise.
But these stats say they are the largest single category of insolvency. The government says we've got to have a new home built every 2 minutes. That's their target. It's certainly not going to happen before the election, is it?
It doesn't seem like it, Peter. And at this rate, Anthony Albanese is going to have to call in Tom Cruise because this is sounding like Mission Impossible.
What's your objective? What's your ultimate objective?
To actually destroy our economy and the cost of living for ordinary Australians out there who can't afford it anymore, and they're really hurting.
None of our lives can matter more than this mission.
That's my style. I hope you've noticed that.
I don't accept that.
Look, housing affordability is such a massive issue, as well as people trying to find homes to rent, and with immigration levels going up and at a record high, this is not going to help address the issue at all. We know that there has been a 28% increase in insolvencies in the construction industry in the past financial year. That's according to ASIC. There's been a 40% blowout in construction costs, which of course is making it unsustainable for building companies. And on top of all of that, the number of Australians who are starting construction trade apprenticeships has dropped significantly in the past year. So the election promise that the government made to skill up more Australians so that they could address this issue is not being realised either. Far from it. All of this bodes very badly for the housing supply crisis.
We also want to help more Australians live in their own home.
Anthony Albanese is going to have to call in Tom Cruise because
without me, you're nothing.
Anthony Albanese is going to have to call in Tom Cruise because
he's a gutless wonder.
Anthony Albanese is going to have to call in Tom Cruise because
you keep voting for these ratbags, these idiots, and
we need a better government.
There's only one way to be sure.
Vote One Nation. If you
had enough of Labor.
Anthony Albanese is going to have to call in Tom Cruise because
this is a government that's out of ideas, it's out of steam.
And I hope the people throw him out at the next election.
Anthony Albanese is going to have to call in Tom Cruise because
he's no leader. He absolutely disgusts me.
Anthony Albanese is going to have to call in Tom Cruise because
it is a shame what is happening to our country.
Anthony Albanese is going to have to call in Tom Cruise because
the government says we've got to have a new home built every 2 minutes. That's their target.
This is sounding like Mission Impossible.
And you, the Australian people, you're led to the slaughter like blind sheep and you don't know what the hell is happening. I wish people would understand, because you don't understand the impact it's going to have on us and future generations. And the housing is a big issue.